If you're a business owner and your marketing and sales team are always fighting, always pointing fingers at each other, always blaming the other for the lack of growth, you need to get an end to that right now because that's going to hurt your growth, profitability, and the viability of your company. Hello, my name is Bill Arnold. I'm president of Prevail Marketing. You may find us at prevailmarketing.com. And every day we try to give you a video that shares some ideas, concepts, suggestions that can help you grow your business through better sales and marketing. I've been chief growth officer for a few companies throughout my career. I've been responsible for growth and marketing for all the companies I've been with. So I understand a little bit about this. And I'm going to share with you some insights on how to get your sales and marketing team on the same page because that's what you need to have happen. So I don't care if you call it sales enablement, marketing sales alignment, or as I like to call it, growth enablement. You need to have everybody on the same page. The first way to do that is through communication, obviously. I mean, I've seen where I've gone into companies when I've first come over there and I've seen marketing and sales pointing fingers at each other. Marketing saying, hey, the sales can sell water to someone in the desert. They're terrible. They don't even know the product. And I've seen sales point back at marketing saying, hey, we know the product. These are terrible leads. They didn't know who we are, much less what we're selling. And probably there's a little bit of truth in all that. And the CEO sits down there, tries to compare notes, try to see what's happening. Eventually, we'll fire one of the parties, bring someone else in, and the cycle starts all over again. Got to put an end to that. So it starts with communication out of the gate. And I'm not talking about weekly meetings with marketing and sales or weekly meeting with marketing, sales, and the CEO. I'm talking about a daily meeting every single day. At the end of that day, when the day is over and everyone's gone home, the head of marketing and the head of sales sit down together and they review what took place. All the leads that came in that day, they look at where they came from, look at what they were inquiring about, look at all the nurturing that took place to get them there. They look how sales handled them. You record the calls that the sales representative has with that person, with their permission, of course, and you analyze those calls. You analyze what was communicated, how long it took them to reach out to that potential customer. And then you sit down there and you start making determinations. Maybe sales didn't handle it properly. Maybe that lead came in, it was a bad lead, but if you sit down and jointly go over them in real time the same day, each and every one of them, you quickly start seeing a pattern. And those patterns need to be healed and fixed. That's number one. Number two, it all goes back to also marketing having done buyer personas properly. Because if you've done buyer personas properly, you can actually share with the sales department what the pain points, interests, concerns will be of those individuals when they get to the stage of being consideration stage, the stage opportunity stage, wanting to talk to sales. You can further supplement that from marketing department by looking at all the nurturing that took place. Look at all the activity, the behavior that individual examined. Maybe they went to the pricing page. Maybe they went to the comparison page between you and your competitors. Maybe they went to the product features page a lot. And you can say, look, this seems to be their area of focus. Now, listen to them before you speak, but understand you're going to need to address these points because they are clearly interested in pricing, clearly interested in features or the comparison between the competitors. Always listen first, but always be prepared to talk about the areas that you know they have an interest in. That's number one. Number two, content. You know, all too often when it gets to the opportunity stage, sales is left to their own devices on what to share, what information to one pages to share, what emails to send out, how to communicate. This is a job for marketing. That's your expertise. You need to create great one-pagers. You need to create emails that are the framework of what they can send out, allowing them the flexibility to modify and morph it based on the situation, but the framework is there. And by all means, help them with videos. Have an explainer video which explains your product in easy, simple terms that they can send out. Have a 80-20 video, which is 80% of the questions that the salespeople normally ask. Put that in video so they can clearly understand and send that out. Give sales a product like Soapbox. which is where they can create videos to send out to their prospects. If they have to send email, and I'm not a big fan of sending emails out, at least never the initial contact, but as a follow-up, you have to. And so rather than send a video out, which is the typical type video, which everyone looks at and probably takes a cursory look at it best, send a video summation, a video reply, a personalization where you talk to them about them using their name, their company. We just talked today. I wanted to follow up and give you some additional information as I promised. Here it is. Sending a video out that is far more powerful, but these are tools that marketing can use, create to support sales. Another example of how marketing can help. I was involved with a company not too long back. I was chief growth officer. I came in there and I saw immediately the offshore sales department did not understand the industry that we were in. It was foreign to them, literally. And they didn't understand the product. They didn't know how to sell. They were very inexpensive talent, but they did not have the skill sets you need in a salesperson. They didn't know how to close. They never asked for how to close. I mean, I couldn't believe it. They'd get to a point, everyone would have the buying signals, and they'd never ask for the sale. They come back and say, I'll send you something, and, send them a nurturing thing and put the whole process back. So we had a choice. Did we fire them? Did we train them? What did we do? Combination. Took the ones who were more adept, more skilled, and then I gave them the right tools to use. We gave them an interactive PowerPoint that basically walked through every stages. If a client asked a particular question, they could pick a button and it would bring up a slide deck, a portion of the slide deck dealing with that. So every aspect, and it was based upon benefits, not features, benefits. We had an ROI calculator built into this program. Why? Because once they saw the return on investment that the product had, most of the questions went away. Oh, and the last slide was are you ready? When can we get you started? It was built into the slide, the closing. So we gave them the tools that allowed them to do their job properly. Now, this is an example of marketing and sales working hand in hand. Now, it was easy because I was chief growth officer, so I could easily necessitate that. But if you're not, you need to have that kind of cooperation between the two departments. Also, sales training. I mentioned it earlier that this outside sales, the foreign sales team did not have the right training. Marketing can put together training materials, educational materials, with the help of the head of sales, of course, not independently, with the cooperation, with side by side, put together those training materials and put together a program to properly train and educate sales on how to properly sell the product. That's why it's got to be here with sales, because marketing is not sales, but they need to put the sales material together, the training material together for them. Finally, customer nurturing, client nurturing, prospect nurturing. All the nurturing has to take place by marketing. So if you're have an opportunity, and they go quiet, they go dead, they go silent, they need to still be nurtured. They're a sales qualified lead who didn't become a customer. That's another stage in the buyer's journey. And if marketing is not putting together a nurturing campaigns and just letting sales randomly follow up, two things are going to happen. Sales is going to follow up on any regular, normal basis because they see that as a dead lead. And they want to put all their time, effort, and leads that are going to pay them commission. So those dead leads kind of just get lost and forgotten about. The other thing that's going to happen is when they do reach out, it's going to be disjointed. It's not going to be a standardized message that is going to be optimized for that particular buyer persona, because salespeople, that's not the way they think, typically. So marketing needs to put together nurture campaigns. And those nurture campaigns are not just sending out emails. That's a mistake. It's a combination of emails, phone calls, and text. Yes, text. If you have the phone number, you can text them. And you can remind them, hey, I just sent you something I think is going to be powerful. Please check it out. Always give them something valuable. Never, hey, are you ready to buy? They don't want to be bothered with that. If they're ready to buy, they'd contact you. We always send something out that's valuable to them and nurturing, that's going to share with them why they need to reconsider and come back and talk to you. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I still owe you guys a conversation about the role that the C-suite, the operations department, and customer support has for client retention. I'll have that out in the next couple days. I've got a few other videos probably between now and then that I want to share with you. But if this was valuable to you, if you want more information about sales, let me know. I've got a whole presentation I'm putting together about outbound sales, inbound sales, best practices. Be having that in a few days. But if there's something you want to hear about, please let me know. If this video was valuable to you, if you found the information to be helpful, please like, please subscribe, please follow, please share, please comment. And if you have any questions about your particular business, I'd be glad to answer it. Just give us a call. You can find the number on our website. Same with our email, and same as the forum. Be happy to reach out and give you guys some information to help you grow your business. So until tomorrow, thank you. Have a great night.